I don't remember what I did last time. Fulfill Mid's request. Speak with Sharon.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard. Hearing what became of the place.
How's it coming along?
Nearly there. Just need to get these last boards nailed on.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done. If I ever...
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
It's all right. Sid has nothing.
Let's change my appearance. Can I go default? Normal. Ooh, Embryosa. Ooh, yeah. I think let's do default because I want to see what they look like.
I was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva.
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores. Here's the list.
Oh, right, the historian. Right? No, the engineer. She's an engineer.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent.
It's paid. 100 times over. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes.
Thank you. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Do with a good oiling, this could.
Should be enough to... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom. So naturally I thought...
Well, I'd love to help the young miss, however, but I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but... It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest.
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him.
Big map.
Ah, Clive.
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't.
Thank you, Martha.
He went up to Cressida on business. And as far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Where? Oh, okay. No quick way. We run. Where'd you come from?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Frey Claw.
Time to fight.
Five gil. Gil bug. You know, I don't think I've ever sold a gil bug.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here.
Oh. Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats sacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And, if Martha didn't mind me being...
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. But I came up here hoping to visit him. I even patched up the bridge to get across. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and boats.
It's the least.
Slay the creatures. I don't even remember how to play this game again. Oh yeah, new
This
abilities,
shouldn't
right?
take long.
Why can't I attack you? What does that do again?
It's over.
Titanic claw. Oh! Okay. I'm trying to block here. Oh my god, what's happening here? Why can't I block? Okay. Titan ability does. I'll have to reread it again.
That should do it.
Thank you, son.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bun.
That's brilliant!
Is there?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my... So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get... I can't...
Plus 35 royalty. Wind up reduces wind up cooldown time by 3 seconds. It's for Titan. Now let's read Titan again. What does this one do? Punch forward, hold to wind up the attack. Ah, for either. I see. I need to wind it up. Titanic block. Berserker ring.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest, sir?
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask. He must have found something. You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that.
Wait, that's not just a tattoo?
You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way, but griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter.
Just tell me what you need.
No one knows herb lore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. Unfortunately for you, I do.
Quest accepted. I accept. Ammonia.
Clive! You off then?
How may I help you today, Clive?
135. It used to be. So you have made me rich.
All yours.
A Rose and Rose orchestration.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Is that for
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage... A curse breaker managed to release a stolus amid the confusion, but they should be back by now, but I can't help...
They know the work is dangerous.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why, but I never really thought how my words might affect them.
I'll go on.
Thank you. The plan...
That should be enough to go on.
Not prioritized quest.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him? Like...
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and... seeing no...
What do you reckon, Torgal?
It certainly adds weight to the theory, Clive. I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are!
Probably the wrong words.
I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here.
What?
I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
The mouth did not match the voice acting there. Do I have to switch back to Japanese? For her?
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Start, just you wait. I'll make wonders like...
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Her voice does not match the character whatsoever.
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men, but it does lack.
Do I have to read these before them to enter? What's new? Rumors spreading throughout the southern reaches of the area of a pool of opalescent ooze. Well, it resembles not, but puddle of strange sludge from distant any man or beast draws. Gaping grinning maw.
How goes the hunt for Coop?
Largely. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you.
What?
Word, that be...
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne.
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Your uncle?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
Meanwhile...
The Dhalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dhalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dhalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dhalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Is that his son? I thought it was his son. Maybe not.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The Litlins have been up to their own... It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew. How... Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith.
I was.
Then I have questions for you.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that come here and I'll show... It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde? To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance? No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waloeders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely... It may well have gone cold by now. But as they say in the Republic...
Allow me to... As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear.
Otto. Cook.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy. I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. All I know is the name. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid.
Thanks.
So, what about...
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, you can count. All right, Uncle.
We shall.
Bum, 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 bum.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Oh yeah.
To me, Flames!
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
I hope you didn't have to.
Only the...
Oh, yes. This is it.
You'll do fine.
Thank you for the I'm sorry. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. And even success means tremendous pain. I became a physiker to help.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. They toil in the shadows, and yet we have no shortage of volunteers. The day I decided that I would take Sid's name.
I remember what little bits and Talia managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place. She begged that your operation be delayed until a new supplier. Procedure was even more dangerous back then. And those who were no longer with us, it wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. But it was... He always led from the front and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause, even if he knew that it might cost him it.
Hold still.
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I would never be able to call myself Sid. We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves. Rodrigo, I know your work isn't easy.
It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering. Thank you.
Ah, level up. Well.
Slavers don't even bother with Northridge now, or the highborn have fled south.
Black blood.
Let's go.
Dragon's Ori.
Get me back on my feet.
Thanks, Gal.
Tear those bastards' heads off.
Cole, I'm glad.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking...
Doris sent me to find you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach.
Well, I'm here now.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any...
You made the right decision.
The goblins may still...
You have duties to attend to here.
And please, hurry.
I won't let that.
Thank you.
Don't thank...
Okay, where's that? Oh. Like... Not even that far.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Ah.
To me!
Oh, bad time.
Too slow.
Ah, I did it again. Area combo.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others?
Why should we run? What?
Perhaps. Freedom, safety.
Sid, you were...
This man risked his life to save yours.
Fine.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid.
Thank you.
They just popped out of nowhere.
Sid, what if I just waited a little longer? Or maybe I wouldn't.
Cole and the others got home safely.
No, I was lucky. What kind of leader sends people into danger? I should have urged greater caution.
We swore the same...
It's good to see you safe and well.
With all due respect, no one with doubts ever joins our ranks.
We all know how much bravery that...
Cole, I never doubted. Thank you. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death, but I'm a curse.
You will.
Reduces rising flame cooldown by 2 seconds. There's another new monster. A hill to die on.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
Cleric's
There you are.
medallion. What does that
All
do?
done?
Cleric's medallion. Increases healing potency of potions by 40%. Increases stone tonic duration. What's the new ones? Platinum belt. HP down by 4%, defense up by 2%. Bastard sword. Okay. See if I can get some upgrades and weapons here, and then we can go
The Litlands
progress
have been
some
up to their old tricks
story.
again.
Who's this blue blood?
What do you need? What do you want?
The grindstone plus 5. 11 bolt earth sand. Hunter's cloth. Sure. Crow whisker?
No scratches, right? Not bad, if I do say so myself.
See, the thing about this game is that there's like generally nothing you don't want to do. Am I... Wait, what am I equipping? Platinum cannons?
And?
Am I wearing it right now? Grindstone, hunters, yeah. I am wearing it right now, so I can do +2. And the grindstone.
Back, are ya? What's saying for you, dear?
Nothing on the grindstone. I can upgrade this to 1.
Yeah, that should do ya.
Liquid flame, platinum belt. I'm not using that right now.
Anything else? Clive? Summer storm, that one. Back to work then.
The Dhalmekian Republic.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sands.
Ready, girl?
Yeah! Our destination lies over that dune, beyond
Is
the
there
ruins.
a beastery in this game?
Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the end?
So, Lord Cook has finally made his name.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Black chocobos?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
That's a cool looking sword.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Joshua, we're in the same building?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
I don't think you know his companion, right?
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand. I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Come on, help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend.
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Yango, take him!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Oh, cool. The windup is a little long.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Meow.
Well, if we didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
They're all less said of themselves. Their guest is in the Fang.
Ah, they've closed the road. It would seem Lord Kupka...
We have to get through them.
Not by force.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dhalmek. But how will we find her?
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. I'll wager this Rosina Dhalmek is...
That would certainly help to narrow the search.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Good day, my lord.
platinum sword. I have those. I have those. Reduces lightning rod cooldown by 5 seconds. That sounds pretty good. Now whether I want it, it's another question though.
Go with Gilbert.
Speak with the townspeople? Where's that? I'm blind. Literally blind.
Light it for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you?
Anything I can help. Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest, and we're seeking to expand our business in the region, and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamel's leading entrepreneur.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you...
Thank you. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina?
No.
Well...
What do you want?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name of Rosina Dhalmek.
Never heard of her.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town...
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side. The owner's only a young sprig. But he's got...
The Briar's Kiss, you say?
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's...
Can I help you?
Yes, a long-standing pillar of your community, I believe.
Then you should ask Fenrir. He's been here for years. Try the baths.
Thank... Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Fenrir knows.
Sweet incense! Wax candles!
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina Dhalmek?
And what business?
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been
I beg your pardon.
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our bit.
Stay down!
There's no wind-up needed?
Who are you working for?
He wanted us to though one could hardly... Lord Ferd?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare. A fitting talent.
You know who I am. So what now? Calling them in?
That isn't mine. Our work is take him to meet his precious Rosina.
Yes. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Plates and pots! Bowls and...
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Ubo's Forge. Ah, so it's so much for Rosina Dhalmek being a woman.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. Sorry. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of meat.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine.
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to...
We might as well hear him out. Assuming he is an ally, of course.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man. But enough of the pleasantries. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dhalmek. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid.
What trouble?
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did...
My apologies. Follow the crop, but that was 3.
Ha! Let us divide our forces, Clive.
Follow the crystals.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dhalmek.
Why are there so many different...
A deposit?
The juiciest
Needed
meat for
to a
brains.
silken softness.
You wouldn't believe how much
like
he gave
eating a
me.
cloud.
What can I do for you, soldier?
I'm...
Oh, then be off with you.
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. No, just leave, will you?
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress. If they pay anything like last time, I'll be able to buy a whole new one.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dhalmek seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way.
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend there. The men on the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so?
Wait, what? Oh.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves.
pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these long. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Wow. Where is he? Oh.
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you. What do you want?
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you? Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, what? Oh.
Huh?
Will this suffice?
By the sands.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too...
All right. But not...
What are you doing? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by... I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden, but my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happily took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized sort.
So the pearl?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen. A small price to pay for admit. But enough about my little act of subterfuge.
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been... I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, and put an end to the trouble.
Ha! That... It just goes to show one should never underestimate a rock. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
I'm pretty flat. I need to drink.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts under Kupka's troll, that's when they want to lord it over us.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas.
Left. Oh, but I can't get to that.
For Gilbert's sake.
Okay, so I gotta go right.
Silver platters, made from the stoutest stoneware.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress. If they pay anything.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the...
Good girl.
Caution, my boy.
Potion? Oh yeah, I forgot the chocobo can fly.
I'll take it from...
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord.
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such...
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon.
Of course.
Not bad at all. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that?
My lord!
Double-crossing dogs! Kill them! Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle! Good! I'm just getting warmed up! Well, how'd you like my performance, huh?
Greybeard! Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but...
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's... I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of...
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men...
Well, indeed. The people of Dhalmek had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men. Until you Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town.
Sometime later.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid, well, Clive. To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrade, and those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And you still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust?
Oh, dear.
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord...
No.
Of all the...
Here.
How many of
Any
those do
friend
I
of
have?
mine who sees you with it shall be a...
Thank you.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Kelith.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish...
Thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, Uncle.
Alright. I think it's time to call it quits. Uh-oh, side quests.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps
I wouldn't put it...
Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm Sava, Master Luba's soon-to-be former apprentice if I don't pass. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that I don't suppose you have any idea.
I'm afraid not.
Never mind.
I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been.
I'd be a fool.
So?
Good question. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Loop. We need information.
You're right. Now, there's plenty of folk in Dhalmek. There's the butcher. They're bound to have an opinion. All right. I'll talk to every cook I can.
All right.
Let's hope that someone says something.
How many more side quests?
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
Speak with the town.
My carpets have brighter
Yes, they're quite sought after. Welcome, sir.
A question. I need to know what makes a good...
You a blacksmith or something?
something.
Fair enough. First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block.
So a knife that stays sharp.
How is that impossible?
Plates and pots! Bowls and everything I've worked for. All those years of...
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. On second thought,
That depends on the...
I'd have you save my business, the baths. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned them. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg...
All right.
Wonderful. Leave the market by this. These baths are all that my livelihood...
Hot water. Hot, 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 hot. Wait.
Hanging! Lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Where
Made from the
is...
stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack,
What?
no matter how rocky the road.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Carving out a niche. I'm blind. Where are you? Yeah. Right. You?
The baths are, closed for scrubbing.
So how does it get up?
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
We can make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
Yeah,
You have to be up here. That has to be.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of cookers' troughs.
I need a drink. You're going to drink my pockets dry?
Okay, so it's not here.
And just stop and leave?
Where in the world? 50 meters, right there. Down there. Now I've gone by it. Okay. I don't know how I'm missing it.
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed us.
Sweet incense, wax candles,
Silver platters, just like they eat off in castles.
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Then see that you stay a little longer.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Okay. Literally right here.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye.
Weights and pots, bowls and basins.
Where is it? I'm literally blind.
Put a knife with an edge like Odin's razor in my hand. I'll make short work of any carcass.
For your beloved. She'll look at
The
you.
finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
50 meters.
A word of advice, traveller. You see pots like this around town, you leave them alone. Unlike where you come from.
I'm so blind, I cannot find this.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
Yeah. They're quite sought after.
Okay, so
Needed
I
to a
just
silken softness.
have to find someone to talk to
Made from the stoutest
within
stoneware.
range. And I came here.
It's all the fault of this blasted war.
$1,000 for a measly bunch of Gazal green.
If you can't even fill my cup.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Finally,
Oh my
we'll
god.
be able to get what's owed us.
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle. Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be...
Thank you.
All business.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Weights and pots, bowls and...
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Here, have a taste.
My carpets have pride of place.
So, you learn anything?
Only that
all the cooks said too heavy.
So we're no better. Perhaps, Lubor, that can't be right. No.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a...
Agreed.
Right. Trouble is, it's meaning someone is going to be disappointed.
Is there no one else you can turn?
A merchant. I bet she'd know...
Alright. I'm gonna call it a night. GG's. Save. Alright. Have a good night.